time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier eye hypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. So today's day of reflection. As I said, yesterday was an interesting, um, you know, contrast to yesterday was Tuesday. So yesterday morning, last morning was an interesting contrast to Monday morning, and here we are on day three of the week, and I can definitely say that as I'm looking back on the last 2 days and the start of a third day, that it is really beautiful to to really tap into the power of consistency. Now, I'm saying this also because for many years in the past, I have like a lot of us as healers and coaches, I have tried is the key word. I have tried to be consistent, and something would always come in the way, and then I would kind of lose my way. I would lose my path, and that would be the end of that, as they say. Unlike in the past, now, the like someone said, I don't know how true it is, but someone said, you don't rise to the extent of your habits, you fall to the extent of your systems. Now, obviously, if you kind of decode that, what it means is that it's not about rising to, let's say, the cause that you're driven by, your mission, your purpose. All of those things are important. But because we are human beings, if you have certain systems in place, that is what makes all the difference. Classic case in point being that I have chosen to create this pod every single day. And so whether I'm traveling, whether I'm at my desk in the studio, it doesn't matter, right? Initially, for at least the last 3 years, the focus was on making sure that no matter what, every night before I went to sleep, I would record my pod. And so I have recorded my pod from airports at middle of the night. I have recorded my pod from the studio with ample lighting and backdrop and all of that. But what I also realized was I needed to upgrade my system. And so how I upgraded my system was I said, okay, what I am going to do is I will make it a point to not record in the night, but instead I'm going to record my pod first thing in the morning. Now, it also happens that usually my sessions or my programs with my students in the community, it begins after 11 o'clock. So I realized that there was a very beautiful window between 10 and 11 in the morning to complete this one thing that I had set up. And so my system is that I will record a pod, I will do it on my phone, and it could be on my phone, or of course, if I'm based at home, excuse me, based at home, I could do it from the studio. And that is something that I have been able to consistently do. And I think this is what makes all the difference. When we talk about systems, the reason why we talk about systems is because when we have systems, we are able to, not have to think about how are we going to be able to execute on our habit on a daily basis. Now, having said that, I will also, in full disclosure, share with you that right now, parallelly, I am on a health upgrade, and of course, I am from moment to moment building my system so that whether I am at home or whether I am traveling, I will always be able to take care of my health. Of course, one of the things that I do, even if I do not exercise every single day, I make it a point to meditate, to sit in stillness first thing in the morning. Sometimes I do it in the night before I go to bed, but as a system, I make it a point that no matter what, when I wake up in the morning, whether it is for 2 seconds or 2 minutes or sometimes much longer, I will first, practice the stillness, the meditation, if you want to call it that. And only then will I get out of bed and then begin my day. Some days I know it is going to be a rush of a day, or maybe I'm traveling. So in spite of that, what I will do, of course, is that I make it a point to practice stillness for a little while. And this I know has made a lot of the difference in my own um, mental clarity, in my energy, management of my my emotions, my chi, right? And so I can definitely tell you that maybe this is the theme for today, which is everything to do with systems. If you're somebody who is, especially as a healer and a coach, if you're looking to build uh, your own business, if you're looking to really be able to create a lot of change in the world, it is really, really important to have systems. And the systems can be something very, very basic. In fact, the more basic, the better. So, one of the things that I always do, uh, like I said, one is, sitting in stillness for a couple of seconds or minutes, sometimes more. And also, I have now been doing this for probably the last 7 or 8 years, where I make it a point to, I eat only 2 meals a day. Now, of course, this is not medical advice, this is just something that has worked for me. So I know that as a system, it definitely helps me balance out, what is happening around me, whether it's travel, whether it is, the ups and downs that we all go through as healers and coaches. So these are some of the things that I have been able to focus on. So as I slowly start to wind up today's pod, let me just see. Okay, so Devasmita says, one second, I was getting a call coming in. Devasmita says, honeybee signifies yesterday. Thank you, business. Okay, Rahul, as you taught us, there is no try exceptional time to wear a meeting, otherwise, do or do not. Okay. So thank you for all your love and attention. And yeah, like I said, it's, honestly, it's about being consistent, and consistency happens when you have a system in place. So as always, I want to acknowledge you, and remind you that what you're doing, especially as a healer, especially as a coach, that you truly do matter, and what you're doing does matter. It matters to people. Now, maybe you're working with one person, or five people, or 50, or even more, but the important thing is that you are at that point right now in your life where maybe you don't recognize the impact that you're already creating out there in the world. So I just want to let you know that you are doing that. And as always, having said all of this, remember to live your purpose. God bless, and of course, I will see you in the next one. And one final thing is, if you have enjoyed today's pod, and if there are many pods that I have recorded now, you're more than welcome to, share this with somebody who will benefit. Have a fantastic, fantastic, amazing day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.